Hey, it's been a while since I've made a video on this channel, and I figured it's time to make somewhat of a comeback. Well, anyway, you most of you that are watching this probably know me. I am Rayatikian. Whether you know me as a close friend or a longtime fan of the VTW wrestling channel, or whether you know me as being Ecstatic's biggest fan. I mean, seriously, I was glazing that guy. Well, anyway, um, today's video I am going to be talking about matches in VTW that I consider being absolutely perfect. Now, what exactly do I consider a perfect match? Now, one way I think a match is absolutely perfect is good wrestling. Whether it's good technical wrestling or athletic wrestling, lucha libre, spot fests, whatever. Like, those are usually matches that I consider like perfect. And, matches I consider like the best of the best are matches that are like combinations of like most of those, if not all of them. Now, I think there have been a couple of VTW matches that I consider like the best of the best, especially when it comes to backyard wrestling or what used to be backyard wrestling. Like they're not always in a backyard these days. Sometimes they're in a damn arena, which I am very proud of VTW. They used to be a very humble backyard wrestling company with just a bunch of kids like and some adults just having fun, and now there are a bunch of adults having fun and making a career out of themselves. Like, that's amazing. Very proud of VTW, and yeah, like, I'm very proud. Now, the first match I have on this list is D-Lock versus Zach Daniels at Mania 2017. Now, I think this was by far one of the best feuds for the VTW YouTube Championship that we've ever had. These two always put on bangers together. Like, these guys, I'm pretty convinced, are like soulmates in the ring. Now, this match had some pretty good spots, for sure. Pretty good storytelling, and honestly, I think Zach Daniels is one of the best YouTube champions ever. Like, that's probably because around the time I was watching VTW the most was the time Zach Daniels was the YouTube champion. Now, by the time I started watching VTW, by the time I was like a fresh new fan, Tyler Storm at the time Tyler Storm was the VTW YouTube champion. Which is why I consider Tyler Storm one of the best YouTube champions as well, just because I have a really soft spot for that title reign, because that's the title reign that I saw first when it comes to the VTW YouTube championship. But anyway, it's not about that, it's about this match. Definitely a really good match, and out of 5, I'd give it exactly 5 stars. Now, the next match I would put on this list at number 10 is yet again D-Lock versus Zach Daniels, but this time it was at Yard Days in, well, correct me, Future Ray, if I'm wrong, but Yard Days 2023, I want to say. Now, this match, like I said, was really good. I pretty much the same things I said earlier is the same things I have to say about this match. Just a really good match. It's to the point where, like, if D-Lock or Zach Daniels or Ecstatic or whoever puts on a good match, it's not so surprising anymore. Though at the same time it is, because once you think like they can't top off a wrestling match, like they prove that they can top off a wrestling match. They VTW has several amazing performers, and I will forever stay loyal to VTW for sure. Now, coming in at number 9, we have another match from VTW Mania 2017. This match was a fatal 4-way between Dustin Reagan, Drew Hood, Kevin Shaw, and Jamal Payne, if I'm not mistaken. It was really hard to remember all 4 names, so definitely give me props in the comments. I'm kidding, you don't have to. But anyway, this match probably one of the best Fatal 4-Ways I've ever seen. It was a very solid match, and I consider it one of the better Fatal 4-Ways for sure. This is another match I'll give exactly 5 stars to. Now, coming in at number 8.5 and 8 is both of the penitentiary matches at VTW Locked Up in 2024. Now, I thought both of those matches were done perfectly. Very well done matches. I think all 6 of the competitors in both matches all had their moment to shine, which is something I love in a match, is a multi-man match where each wrestler gets their moment to shine. It just blows me away whenever, people who write these matches manage to find a way to make it work in a way where each wrestler gets their moment to shine. And, but at the same time, make a certain wrestler look stronger than the others, but still look equal at the same time, if that makes sense. It's very funny whenever that happens. Not funny as in haha, but still like funny as in like, wow, that's amazing, to the point where it's funny, like type thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, very good match for both of the matches. And by the time this video is uploaded, VTW's next pay-per-view is going to be Locked Up in the year of 2025, so I'm very much looking forward to that, and I'm hoping these matches manage to exceed my expectations, and I have pretty high expectations for this match. Sorry. Apparently, even though English is my first language, it's not at the same time. But anyway, very good matches, and I'm very much looking forward to this year's penitentiary matches. Coming in at number 7, we have Aaron Jones versus Ace Christian at VTW Halloween Hangover 2024. Now, I think Ace Christian's journey to the VTW Championship was very much perfect. It showed a lot of good storytelling, and I just couldn't help but give this match 5 stars because it was just a great moment when he just earned that VTW Championship title shot. It was amazing. Now, if I were to continue counting down like I was this whole video, this would have been number 6, I believe, but because this is technically top 10 because 2 of the matches are in the same ranking, this is number 5. So number 5 is Ace Christian versus Zach Daniels in an I Quit match at Christmas Chaos 2024. This was another really good match. It was purely amazing when Ace Christian finally got the World Championship. I believe he's one of the youngest VTW World Champions. Now, I don't know if like the era where they were like kids count because it was a long time ago, but I do think Ace Christian is up there with some of the youngest VTW World Champions. I'll say he's the youngest modern day VTW World Champion, like the VTW World Championship that they crowned all the way back at Reunion in 2022. Now anyway, this was an amazing match, and I think it definitely deserves to be on this list. Coming in at number 4, we have D-Lock versus Aaron Jones at Reunion 2024. This match was amazing. I think it's one of the few matches on this list that is higher than 5 stars, and I usually try to avoid going higher than 5 stars, but like in this case I think it's definitely a good exception. Like, this match was really good, very good selling by both men. I seriously mean this when I say this. I can't remember a match of D-Lock's that I would consider bad. Now, in the trampoline era, maybe. Like, the worst match I can remember watching of D-Lock's was the match against Mephisto at Reunion 2016. And, I mean, that match was just one of those matches that could have been better. I didn't consider it terrible, but it just it could have been better. And I think that's definitely one of the few VTW D-Lock matches that I wouldn't consider a banger. Like, I think the fact that D-Lock has never been, at least as far as I know, has never been in like a super big company like AEW, for example, or New Japan or whatever. Like, the fact that he hasn't been in any of those companies is amazing to me in a bad way because, like, he definitely deserves to be in one of those companies. His wrestling skills is just one of the best you'll ever see in VTW. So I definitely recommend watching some D-Lock matches if you haven't watched VTW yet and you're open to watching like companies like VTW. Definitely check out some of D-Lock's matches because he usually delivers. That's for damn sure. Coming in at number 3, we have Dustin Reagan versus D-Lock at Christmas Chaos 2017. Now, this match, if you want to see some really good VTW matches, this is definitely one of the matches I'd recommend if you're just starting with VTW. Like, definitely start off with their best matches because, like, if you watch some of their matches that are like mid or something, like, you're definitely not gonna fall in love with VTW immediately. But if you watch matches like this, you'll definitely fall in love with VTW. But yeah, this match, I'd give it about, let's say 5.25, aka 5.25 stars. Now, coming in at number 2, we have the second actually highest rated match I've ever rated for VTW. This was an Armageddon match at Reunion 2024 between Nikki Chooch, Chase Wakefield, and Asher Christ. Now, in the first time I tried to say the names in this match, I couldn't remember Nikki Chooch. I couldn't remember his name. So that's a fun fact for you. I could probably show that audio at the end of the video. But anyway, this match, one of the best matches I've seen from VTW. I think this was, I mean, I don't mean to be biased towards VTW, but this might be the best triple threat match I've ever seen. Just action back and forth. Amazing match for sure. I definitely recommend watching this match. I think this was definitely the best Chase Wakefield match, the best Asher Christ match, and overall the best Nikki Chooch match as well. Like, these guys definitely brought out the best of each other in this match, and I definitely recommend watching this. But overall, I'd give this match 5.5 stars. And coming in at number 1, by far the best VTW match I've ever seen was between Tyler Aiken versus Aaron Jones versus the Silver Standard himself, my guy, Ecstatic. This match, like, the best VTW match I've ever seen. Like, it's hard for me to think of words, but, like, basically it had a lot of the things you would typically love in a 5-star match. Like, extremeness, intensity, athleticness, some technical wrestling here and there. I think, if I'm remembering the match correctly, I haven't seen the match in a while. I just remember it was the best VTW match I've ever watched. But, like, I definitely recommend this match more than any other VTW match if you're really trying to get into VTW. Like, these guys are 3 of the 4 guys I consider the Mount Rushmore of VTW. The only other wrestler that wasn't in this match that I would put in the Mount Rushmore of VTW was Zach Daniels. So basically, Ecstatic, Zach Daniels, Aaron Jones, and Tyler Aiken are my personal Mount Rushmore of VTW, and I think it's everybody's Mount Rushmore of VTW. Now, I could make a video saying, like, if I couldn't put any of those 4 on there, who would I put in the Mount Rushmore if it wasn't to be those 4? I could make a video on that, so VTW, definitely let me know if you want to see that. Like, I'm sure you do, but, like, definitely let me know for sure. But anyway, this match, I'd give 5.75 stars, which in other words is just shy of 6 stars. Like, I loved that match that much. And I can't stress enough, I recommend this match. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know if you loved this video, liked this video, was okay with this video, whatever, like, definitely tell me if you got, like, a positive reaction out of this, because this was a pretty difficult video to make, just finding the match graphics and trying to find a good enough screenshot. Like, I obviously don't own any of the match art or the screenshots of this video. Like, all of that goes to VTW and the creators of those match graphics. But yeah, like, definitely let me know if you want to see more videos like this for VTW, or other things, like whether you want to see this for like pick fed wrestling like GCW or WSC or MDT, or other backyard wrestling companies like um like Grimm's Toy Show, for example. That's another somewhat backyard wrestling company that I love. And yeah, definitely let me know. And also, like, I have plenty of ideas on VTW type videos I can make. I could rate like every available VTW Reunion Rumble, like from the years 2016 to this year. Like, I could rank all of those from my least favorite to favorite. Um, I could I could do an upgrade on my favorite VTW wrestlers, like top 10 or something. Like, that's definitely something I'd like to do down the line. So if you want to see those videos, definitely let me know. I could definitely do that, though it would probably be as difficult as this video. Like, I'm not saying this video was impossible to make, but it wasn't easy. So I'm not gonna like bribe you into liking this video. Definitely like this video only if you liked this video. So anyway, be good people. Have a nice day, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video if I end up making another video like this.